DACs, or if you're a musician, maybe do it through your record label or whatever it may be. If there is a system such as that, then that would be a great outcome for everybody, because it would lead to a remuneration, a new system of remuneration.
Okay, cool. So, Chris, Bryant, you know where to come to have a conversation. You know, I know that you have a little working group going on, because there's 2 working groups, and we would like to be in this one. So please do come find us, and you know, maybe we can drag Harley and Matt and Cullen in as well. But we really would love to help, because we have been thinking about this a long time. Yeah. So shall we bring in Nick and Mark? Okay. So thank you, Andy, and maybe later we can show that at some point. Yeah. Hey, so Nick is coming in. So this is Nick Raphael. Hello.
How are you all?
I'm very good. Have you got a microphone?
Yes,
yes,
I
you
have.
have. It's inbuilt in your beard. Hello. And this is Mark.
Can I interject with something?
Please do.
Do you realise how many people are actually watching you
I've no idea.
now on TikTok? Can
No.
I just have a guess, because you can't see?
I know.
What do you think would be a mad number?
A mad number. I don't know. 3,000.
132,000 people.
What?
And they're all talking about you and going mad. Loads of them are trying to tag Ariana.
Okay.
Loads of them are trying to tag other people.
Wow.
And they all say they love you.
That's a lot. That's a lot of
know.
people.
We sat there in
Hi,
the other
everyone.
room,
Because I only just I only just set that up like a week ago.
and they're going mad. And look, you can see people talking.
Oh, thanks, guys.
They're all talking about you. You're my childhood, Imogen.
Is it?
Since hide and seek.
Wow. Well, there we go.
So sorry, I didn't want to.
No, I appreciate that, because I have no idea.
Yeah.
Well, it's very nice. Thank you for the love, everyone. We're basically here because of you, TikTokers, because you dragged me into the TikTok world. Where should we sit? Are we sitting here? Like here? Where should we sit? I don't know. I feel like the light's over there. We were going to light the fire, but then we were like, it's actually really hot.
We would die if you lit the fire.
We'll sit here like this. Hello. So there's also a camera there as well. Okay. Hi. Do we look okay? David, do we look okay? Do we look good? Excellent. Okay. Hi. Hi there.
Hello.
This feels weird, like a panel. So thank you. Yeah, basically, so somebody out there. I don't know how it happened actually. We've been trying to this guy called Daniel Wall. Daniel Wall. I saw a video of his where he was kind of like explaining how something went viral, and I was like, wow, that's so cool. I would love to know how Headlock went viral. Like, how did it go viral? And everyone's been saying, you know, that it began with Mouthwashing, this like horror game. Mm-hmm. Correct. Yeah. And I still don't really understand. And I was hoping that we might speak with somebody today who did really understand, but we couldn't find the person because it doesn't seem to be that clear. It's like it was a steady like thing that eventually turned into a storm.
Probably the earliest video I found of it was August.
Yeah.
July, August time, and I think probably anime edits.
Yeah.
Initially,
yeah.
Before Mouthwashing.
Right. Anime edits, yeah. To that particular section.
Yeah, to the chorus section.
The kind of like boom. Right. Yeah.
And then gradually over time, I think it's elapsed that people who love very specific niches and very specific things that they love have connected this with Headlock.
Yeah.
And over time, that's grown and grown and grown, and it's become, I guess, kind of like one of the biggest edit songs on the internet, I would imagine.
No, somebody told me it was like number 3.
Yes, it's number 3 in the world as we speak today on TikTok.
In the world?
In the world.
How? That's amazing.
There's an Aphex Twin song, and there's
one
other.
I love Aphex Twin. I'm so happy to be next to Aphex Twin.
We could actually ask in real time, if you wanted to, the people who are watching on TikTok to say where they first saw it.
Okay.
And they'll write it, and we can actually look at the comments
That's a good idea.
while we're speaking, because then the interactiveness is unbelievable, yeah? And you can actually see people reacting and what they're going to say. So if we, you know, you should ask, because I care about you, not about me.
Well, you've just said it, basically, but I'll Nick would like, and so would I, we would all like to know. We'd all like to know. When did you first hear, and I know that you're not all, like, just, you know, some of you have been fans forever, and some of you are here because of TikTok. It's really weird seeing a slightly delayed version of me. But if you could, just send us, give us some idea, where did you first hear it? Was it, Was it from this Headlock mouthwashing thing? Was it from something else? Some people have done remixes of it. Now, I don't look good like that. I just can't do that. I don't know what I look like. Oh my God, I'm wearing these stupid slippers. Jesus. Christ. Right. We can't see Mark in the shot there. Come in.
Should I slide along?
Slide into the... That's better. My speakers are super cool, aren't they?
They are very cool. Who gave you those speakers?
I can't actually remember who made them.
But who gave them to you? Do you know?
I do know.
Right.
Yeah, it was Amanda Palmer.
Really? They're
Yeah.
mental.
Yeah.
They're the most
They're
incredible
so cool.
gift. And do they sound good or no?
They sound amazing.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I can't remember. Wasn't it somebody who started eBay, I think? Did he start making speakers?
I wouldn't even know, but I just walked in your house and went, oh my God, they're incredible.
Anyway, yeah, she came here and she did some recording a long time ago. And yeah, I just gave her the house and she gave me some speakers.
Oh, what a
Amazing.
lovely
It's quite
gift.
nice, isn't it?
Yeah, good exchange.
Huh. Okay, anyway.
Is
so
anyone
what do people
commenting
say?
yet?
Where do you...
No, I don't know. Do we go to the top like that,
what,
yeah?
like
Which
that?
way?
Well, I don't know.
Wait,
That
how
looks
did you
like the
do it?
end.
Down.
Oh,
Down. Okay, sorry,
Okay.
apologies.
I don't know if that's... Is that happening now? Oh,
The
I heard it
arcane
before it was
edit.
viral. Yeah, you were the OG listener.
So a lot of people saying arcane
covered.
edit.
Ariana hasn't done a cover of Headlock, I don't think. I know somebody did a mashup of an Ariana.
Yes, with an Ariana on
Someone
top.
mentioned
which
Pink
I liked.
Pantheress.
What?
The Pink Pantheress
Pink
remix.
Pantheress, okay. You heard it, I Am God, Clowns Casino, yes. The Holiday, yes. You heard of me for Shrek 2, yes. Must be me, yes. No, but when did you hear about
CD,
Headlock? Mouthwashing also, not Headlock, just good night and go, okay.
TikTok edits.
TikTok edits, yeah. I saw someone explaining the glove. Love for the glove, ASAP, yeah. I mean, basically, this is what I'm talking about. There's just been so many... My success in my life has been this quiet success of people taking my music and just like having fun with it.
Yes.
And I always loved it, like Jason Derulo. What you say? Right, that was his first ever release. He'd never released anything before that.
No, he'd had songs before,
No,
but
he hadn't.
hadn't he?
You know, that was his first release.
Really?
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, that was his
Thank
first
you.
release.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would have been one of his biggest hits, definitely.
Well, I don't know. I feel like it was his first release.
I don't know.
I'd like to
I
claim
remember
the credit
yeah,
for that, but
by the
no,
way.
I love it.
maybe it's not. Then I just remember like we did look him up and we were like, oh, we can't find anything out about him. But I liked the track. I
And
thought
it's
it was
amazing.
way better than the millions of other versions I've heard of it.
I know J.R. wrote and made it,
Oh,
and he
yeah.
used the sample,
Yeah,
and then I presume Jason wrote to it. Because
Yeah.
J.R. loves finding pieces of music that he thinks others should hear.
Yeah.
And he's famous for doing lots of I think he did SOS for Rihanna and stuff like that. So he's always using samples. But I think bizarrely, even though TikTok wasn't around when we first worked together 20
Yeah.
years ago,
yeah, we have to talk about that.
yeah, the fact is today,
Yeah,
you are like the perfect artist of modern
Yeah, I agree.
media because you care about your audience.
I do.
You're not scared to talk to them through this medium. That
We've all
Mark
seen
and
your
I are
new TikTok.
If I can get a
laughing.
word in edgeways.
Mark and I are laughing
Yeah.
at your using filters and actually being like
Incredible.
Yeah, well, I've never done that before, so I'm having a time of my life with
Yeah.
the filters. It's hilarious.
And I think you're the
done that.
perfect artist. And I think what you've built over the last 20 years, the music that you've made since you were really young, when your first album and everything else, and then the frou-frou stuff and everything else, you were so ahead of your time sonically. You were so ahead of your time in what you did. But you were also, remember when we were having conversations, I said it to you when we had lunch recently, about how you were telling me stuff about stuff that wasn't even relevant, wasn't even spoken about in the music business to 15 years later. But I had an artist telling me at lunch going, oh, you hear about this thing, blockchain, and how it could work and how it could help the music business. And I literally came away and I sort of had a semi-headache because I was like, this is too much information. And wow, this person's so much more intelligent than my normal conversation. And 15 years later, it's the vernacular. And even the stuff like your gloves and even stuff like you've been doing and even the way you've embraced this TikTok thing rather than run from it. Like a lot of artists if their catalogue gets used, they're almost like dismissive, like, oh, that's nothing to do with me. But you've lent in and you've embraced it. And I think it's amazing. And I think it's testament to, one, you're forward thinking all the time. And second of all, the quality of music, that's something you made 20 years ago, does not sound dated. In fact, it still sounds cutting edge now.
Yeah, I agree.
That's nice.
Sorry, and that's a bit creepy, but that's what I feel. Okay.
Well, you'd know, wouldn't you? Because you could spot, something good. So, Nick, so basically, I finished with Island Records because I wasn't very happy with them, and I didn't feel that I did a very good job of our Frou Frou record. They paid a lot more attention to Sugar Babes. Anyway, so we were a little bit upset, and they wanted to do a solo record with me, and I was like, do you know what? If you've gone to dry cleaning and the dry cleaners had burnt your favourite dress, would you go back to those dry cleaners? And I was like, I don't think this is a good idea. So I just said, please let me go, and then I managed to scrape some money together because my flat had gone up in value. I couldn't get any money from the banks. That wasn't happening. They just laughed at me and didn't, because I didn't have a proper job. And then, managed to get some money, 100 grand, out of my flat, and I paid for all the record. I did all the stuff myself. I got loads of equipment, and I basically holed myself away for a year near a carpet factory, which is relevant because it made nice sounds, the carpet tubes. And then I basically was in there beavering away, started to get to know my fans through the website there, and always really, really appreciated loving talking with my fans, because before the website, before I had my iBabble board, before all of this social media stuff, I was always kept a distance from my fans. It was always, don't talk to the fans, And I was like, well, where? So when I left Ireland, I was so happy that they were there and I could talk to them. So that's where it really all started, and always felt just so free with them, always felt very accepted and that I could just do what I want. So literally, it's not that I'm being forward thinking or anything like that, it's just that I'm excited about things, and I read about things and I get obsessed about stuff, and I'm like, oh my God, that would make so much sense if this was like this, and oh my God, I'd just figure that out. And then I just do that, and then I get completely sidetracked on these side quests, and don't make music for 10 years, but I do other things, but now it's coming back because I feel like the industry is at a point where we are going to make sense of this mess, and I'm excited about it, and I do think that we can be a part of it with Auracles or something similar. So I feel like I want to jump back into making music, but I also don't want to make music in this kind of stay in the studio for days and days and years on end, and then it's all kind of presented in this way, and out it goes. I like my happy place is that, what I just did, just improvising and making music, and often it's better than that, but I was a little bit stressed. But I love it when people take my music and do stuff with it. That feels just really validating and nice, and kind of connect. You have a resonance with people, and you can be the richest, most famous person in the world, but if you don't feel like you have connection or any resonance with what's going on, then it's worthless. You're like a depressed soul, or just it's awful, I imagine. So I just do what makes me feel good, and I do think it's a bit of a trick that people don't realise, that you can do what makes you feel good. If you don't second guess too much, I do think that if you're really true in the moment with what you feel you want to do, you really feel the energy out of you is going there, you should do that. I know that sounds crazy, but
it doesn't sound crazy at all. But there's 143,000 people watching, and I'm going to say something they're all going to ask.
Oh, yeah.
You're talking about you haven't made music 10 years and you're feeling the whole thing. Please make some more music. And I tell you
no,
why.
you're going to help me make music now.
Okay.
So
I want them to help you make music, but you should make music, because I tell you why. What you do is so brilliant, and like you said, the energy that you put out to the world, you'll get it back from
And
way
you can
more
see
people.
it now.
Yeah. You can see it, and you can see the audience who are saying, we want more Imogen, we want to hear what you do on whichever version of the Imogen, the artist, whether it be Frou Frou from the Day, or whether it be Imogen yourself, or whether it be I can't remember what it was, something.
Him Gone Ape.
Him Gone Ape, okay. You should make music, because it's a miss to have someone as talented and interesting as you not making music. And the way you embrace it, whether it be the Ariana mashup or the Pink Pantheress mashup or whatever. And this song, by the way, if an artist did do a verse or jumped on it, would be probably in the biggest songs in the world, because it's so. I know it's incomprehensible to you, because when we first had a conversation about this, we didn't think this song would be in the top 100 songs in the world, in the top 50 songs in America, the top 40 songs in the UK. No one even could comprehend that. But what was clear, and what the audience was saying was, and they weren't only just tweeting, tweeting, but they were repurposing it and doing creations on TikTok. The comments were about you, the artist.
Yeah, 100%.
You as a recording artist. So sometimes a piece of music comes up and people resonate and go, like this, like that, whatever. But then we get things like Ariana coming out and saying, you're her favourite artist. And I know you two know each other, and I know you two talk. And I know that you've done a thing with Taylor, right? And there's all these wonderful people who've always loved you. And it's like, you were always everyone's secret crush in music, if that makes sense. And now all of a sudden, everyone's gone, oh, that's the person who they all liked. And I think this has become a gateway, a doorway into the Imogen world, which I was lucky to find out about 20 years ago. And I was like, I'm in a secret society and I know about you. And there was a lot of musos who went, she's so clever, she's so brilliant, she does everything. And I was like, yeah, and I was thinking, why doesn't everyone else appreciate this to the level? And now for the first time, taking 20 years, the validation of the belief in you, because obviously I will live in the world where when you're commercially, when everyone hears about you and talks about you, it's like, oh, she is one of the greatest artists, modern day artists.
I'm feeling uncomfortable now.
Okay, sorry, go on. Okay, I've got to stop being nice.
But I wanted to say, because I never finish my thoughts, do I?
Sorry, go on.
No, thank you. It was very nice. But basically, Nick, the reason why I know you is because I made this record, Speak for Yourself. I don't know how old I was, 23 or something. And then I had a manager at the time called Mark, and we were basically like stamp addressing envelope to people. And then we distributed it through Berlin, I believe. And then iTunes came into the world, first time that you could do that, and that was exciting. And they put Hide and Seek, I think it was Hide and Seek, on the front cover, which was, there was only one front cover at the time, and it was big news.
Was that the record of the week, I think it was called?
And I was so amazed. I sent a message to iTunes. I was like, hey, thank you so much for putting me on the front cover. And they were like, oh my God, no one's ever thanked us. Thank you. Would you like to come in? And so I recognised quite quickly that actually what I'd been missing out on previous with Island Records and before was this kind of barrier that you didn't get to actually meet those people, and you didn't get to say thank you and create those connections. Anyway, it did all get a bit much, and then you came into our lives because I don't know how you heard about the record, but you have some massive history, like big artists, and my manager was very impressed with you, and I was like,
thank you, Mark.
I don't know what's going on. I didn't know what's going on, but he was like, we need to talk to this guy if he wants to talk to us, and I was like, okay, but I was very kind of like anti major labels for my previous, or any labels to be honest, but I liked you. I hated to admit it, and I was excited to go with you to Sony, but under your label White Rabbit, and I really liked your team, and we kind of you did your thing.
And it's brilliant. Can I tell you how I found your record?
Yeah, go on then.
There's a guy called Noel LeBrosse.
In the bargain bin.
So I should be really nice because Noel LeBrosse introduced me to you.
Oh, yeah.
He worked in the compilation division, I think, which was when you used to put compilations together in CDs. And he came upstairs and he was desperate to get an A&R. And he said to me, I've got to play something, I went, no, I'm a bit busy. And he went, no, this won't wait. This won't wait. If anyone hears it, it's going to be massive. And he played me Hide and Seek, which I presume because of the iTunes thing at the time. And he played it to me.
Maybe.
Fun?
It could have been the OC at the time.
Oh, it could be the OC, wherever he heard it. And he played it to me. And I just said to him, that's insane. I said, it's going to go straight over everyone's head, but I've got to meet the person who did it.
Oh.
And he said, you got to sign it. Promise me you're going to sign it. I said, well, first of all, let me meet the person who did it, because I don't know the person who did it. And he said, promise me you'll sign it. It's going to be massive. So I went away. I called Mark. Mark came in. We obviously met, and we did a deal. And Noel came upstairs and went, great, it's amazing, isn't it? And I was like, right, how am I going to turn this completely avant-garde, genius piece of music into a commercial hit? And you know, the weirdest thing was, whereas a lot of things I've done over the years, I'm so determined it's got to be a top 10 record, it's got to be a number one, it's got to be a global hit. And it was just like having the most beautiful, brilliant, special thing I could ever have on my label that I was proud of, even more so creatively than anything else. And I'll try with everyone. I tell everyone about how good you were and how good the record was, and I give it to people, I send it to people, I call them up myself and say, you've got to check this out. But I was like, even if it doesn't hit the commercial heights of some of the other things I was doing at the time, I don't care because it's that bloody good. And I know one day, and the weirdest thing was I never thought I'd be calling you back up 20 years later. I actually sent you a text.
A different song.
I said, yeah, I sent you a different song, but off that record. And I had to say to you, bloody hell, congratulations. Not knowing or remembering that it was 20 years to the point. And I was like, oh my God, I'm bloody glad that people now appreciate the music on that record. Because it wasn't just that song. Because when we heard the whole album, we were like, oh God, it's a piece. It's a piece of music. Whereas obviously we live in a day to day where everything's about the track. So that's when the TikTok generation, people going crazy on TikTok. That's in the streaming generation. And there are few artists, Taylor being one of them. I'd say Lana Del Rey, Coldplay, Billie Eilish, where people listen to the whole album. And you're almost the forerunner to some of those artists. As we know, some of them will love you anyway. But what I'm saying is, you made a body of work. You never sat down to make Hide and Seek as an individual piece, did you? Or did you?
No, I sat down thinking no one's going to like this ever. But I don't care. I'm just going to do it. And the people who come into my studios before we did the signing would come in and be like, oh yeah, it's quite good, that one. Are you going to put any music on it? I'd be like, no, it's like, that's how it is. And yeah, people would listen to it and be like, oh yeah, it's good. It'd probably be good with a bit of bass or something. And I'd be like, no, you don't get it. It's got to be a cappella. And then it was actually a really nice friend of mine who's recently died, Rupert.
Can you hear me?
He came into my studio. I didn't know who he was because I don't know anything about anyone. And he turned up because he loved Free Food Record, and he's a huge producer. He's produced massive records in the 70s, 80s, 90s. And he turned up and he sat down. And he said, "Could I listen to the whole record?" And I was like, "Sure." It was one of the few people that ever came to that middle of nowhere place. And so I played him the whole record, and he was like, "Wow, it's really amazing." I said, "Yeah, I think I should probably get someone to mix it, right?" And he's like, "No. You know, you're doing it sounds great. Like, totally, just leave, please. Like, really, really, just do it yourself." And I'm like, So I went on a big cycle ride from the source of the Thames to the River Thames, the barrier, over a week on my bicycle because I didn't have very much money. And then, and I believed I could do it. I got back and I was like, no, I'm going to mix this record. And I didn't have much to mix, to be honest. It was pretty much mixed. And then, it got into the OC a couple of times.
You won Best Engineered Album at the Grammys.
That was later.
Later, but can I say something else? I'm embarrassing you and I'm making you a little bit because you're a little bit fanboy here, but I'm not a fanboy in that respect. But to say that ahead of your time, you wrote, you produced, and you engineered your album. You were the only writer, am I correct, on the album? And, so just to get this out in the open, how many women at that point in history had produced, written, and engineered their own album? I think we'd find there wasn't.
Well, I think probably a few could have done if they were allowed to.
I'm not arguing they weren't able to or thing, but I'm saying as a sort of...
I don't think there'd been any. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there must have been some people.
I would ask, by the way, and I'm not doing it. I'm saying it as as a trailblazer, someone who did it. And by the way, you did it because you chose to risk your own money to do it. So you didn't have anyone saying, "Oh, you should get a mix," or shouldn't you work with so and so, or shouldn't you get your friend Rupert to come in and produce the album for you? And you went ahead and did it. But I don't think you realised. I didn't realise at the time. I just thought you were a wonderfully talented avant-garde artist. But if I'm looking at it through what you're saying and listening and going, you were like. You always have been, even I'm remembering something when you were talking made me laugh about talking to fans. You were on the stage, I think in New York or somewhere. I'd come to see you, and you were playing, and your laptop went mad, and you had a conversation in front of the audience with your laptop, going, "Why would you do this to me now? I'm on stage. This is the one time I didn't need you to do this." And then you looked at the audience and went, "It's causing me a problem, bear with me." And then you spoke to someone, they came out, tried to help you fix it. But I remember the humour, and also there was a clear embarrassment in the humour, but the fact that we'll get this sorted, I'll get back to it. You dealt with it in a charming way. But the fact was, all that stuff is so unique. And when we look back, and it's hard for you to look retrospectively at yourself. I didn't even think about it until we're having this conversation today. It's pretty out there and brilliant, and lead to other artists who could walk in and someone say, "Well, you can't do it," and I go, "Why not?" Imogen Heap did it, And it's like, no, but it's like someone has to do it for everyone else to cite that as a reason why you can do something.
Yeah.
So I think it's pretty amazing. And that's why you've got to make more music. And that's why you got to make sure you feed all these wonderful people watching.
Yeah, I think that's what's so special about what's happening on TikTok at the moment is they're discovering everything. And there's so much to discover. There's so much context that's already there that they can go and see the glove, or they can go and see the frou-frou, or they can, like, there's so much out there that, like, you don't get when you're an artist now. If you have a breakthrough song and it goes mental, and then you have to build from there. But that's what's so special about what's happening now, is that there's so much for them to go and discover.
Even the way you're doing this is, Mark and I have both worked in the business a long time. Yeah. I'm embarrassed. I worked 30 years. Mark's a lot
slightly
younger.
less, I'd say.
Okay, so Mark's a lot younger, but the way that you have thrown yourself into this, the camera people, the lights, the way you set the studio up, the guys upstairs who are recording it so it can go straight out so people can collaborate with you, the way you're explaining things to everybody, the way you've invited us on, you're like an open book about everything. And when we discussed doing this record, you were like, everything you're doing to help promote this record, I want to know. I want to know how you do it, why you do it, what the way you do it. Mark obviously sat with your team and explained what we're all doing. And it was like, the interest wasn't just in thing, it was like, why are you doing it, how are you doing it, are we doing it correctly, are we doing it authentically? You asked about lots of things. You were worried about things like bots and stuff. You like don't want anything to do with any of that sort of stuff. You knew that was, you know, sort of things. And we were like, no, of course we wouldn't do it. But it was the fact you wanted all that minutiae and all that detail. And what we're shocked at is the number of people that saved your record, which we think is incredible. We looked at the fact that Mark keeps saying they're not talking about the edit or the anime or things. They're talking about you. And it's very unusual in these situations.
I'm still wearing my headphones. I just realised I'm still wearing my headphones. Oh, that's better.
You're free.
I can hear that.
So yes, I think that's the interesting thing. And I think all the years of work you put in, all the music that you've made makes this moment different to a lot of others. So if you're a new artist, incredible new artist, like Lola Young, there's 5 tracks to find. Or there's 10 tracks or 15. Don't be disrespectful to Lola, and she's incredible. But when they find you, they're finding a body of work. They're finding your history. They're finding the fact A$AP Rocky did a record with you, right? They're finding the Taylor stuff. They're finding the Ariana stuff. And there's loads of other things that you've done as well. And you're like you're saying, the movie stuff.
Yeah.
The movie stuff was the stuff that always fascinated me. Everyone in movies was obsessed with you.
Yeah.
I think Zach was the first, wasn't he? Or he was a trailblazer.
MC, I think no, because that was with the Garden State. Yeah.
Garden State.
Which we're having a reunion.
I'm coming.
25 years.
I know.
Can't wait. So I still haven't explained to you well. So basically, Nick Raphael signed me to Sony through White Rabbit, and then that was that, and that was great. And then we did Speak for Yourself, and then we did Ellipse, and then I think Sparks was still signed there. But then I wanted to go again on my own because you weren't there anymore.
I left. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all right.
I abandoned you.
So then I left there, and I had actually 2 separate deals, like one in the States and one for UK and the rest of the world. And then, the world had changed entirely, and I'd changed, and I was really obsessed about this like blockchain stuff, and I really wanted to explore new revenue streams, new avenues, new technology, and so I got off of Sony. No hard feelings, but basically the deal that you signed me was a licensing deal that was term plus 10 years, and so it was 10 years in January. Literally at exactly the point when everybody starts playing this song and they're finding the album, and it's the best timing in the world, because if you'd done it like a year ago, I wouldn't be seeing the same benefits that I hopefully will see in April. So it's pretty amazing.
Sorry.
And so basically when Nick texted me, he was like, he wasn't like thinking about this, and just said, oh, it's so nice to hear your track, going crazy, and people are discovering you, it's so cool, I loved your stuff. And I was like, God, it's amazing timing, because it's literally just about to revert back to me. And he was like, no way. And he's like, what are you doing with the record? And I'm like, I don't know, I'm just like happy that it's, I don't think about things like that. I don't think about how can we maximise and capitalise of this. I'm just like, oh, that's so nice. Okay, I'm onto this thing now. Like the idea of going back and to kind of making more of something that had already happened. I'm literally promoting things is I'm allergic to it. I'm like, I've done my music, I'm finished, goodbye, and now I want to go and do this other weird thing, which is, maybe my issue that I've had in my life. But if people say, oh, it should have been so much more successful, I'm like, I am so successful. I'm like so happy. I love my life. I get to do what I love, but I can walk down the street and, don't have to do all that stuff.
Success, right?
Exactly. I love getting in the back of taxi and, oh, what do you do for a living then, love? And I'm like, oh, you look quite artsy. I'm like, oh, yeah, I make music for a living. It's like, oh, really? Oh, one day maybe it'll happen for you then. I'm like,
yeah, maybe.
That's interesting. Great.
As they go past the Harry Potter musical, go, my kids can't get into that.
Yeah,
You're like, really?
I
might know the writer to that.
So it was really interesting, and I think because it's you, I like the kind of idea that we get to have a kind of second go of it, really, and just feeling so much love from everyone. And it is a 20-year anniversary of Speak for Yourself in June, I think. And again, Alexi, who's my label manager, like he's dying. He would love to do stuff with it, but I'm just like pulling teeth with me trying to do stuff. Anyway, but I'm really feeling the love, and I really appreciate it. I'm so happy that people are finding it and finding that record, because that's such an important record for me. That's when everything changed. That's when I completely became independent, and I never had to look back. I never was financially in a fix after that. I made a great decision to make it. And it just literally lifted me, and never was in the red again after that, because of taking that decision.
And it was a very brave decision, because today it's not unusual for artists to risk and distribute themselves. It's a modern phenomenon. But then, because of the way the music business was set up, and distribution, and to get into the record stores, you needed a major distributor, because they'd only take 10 new titles a week. You had to go through the music system. Today, because of the wonderfulness of streaming, anyone can put the music up, and because of the wonderfulness of TikTok or Instagram or YouTube, you can get your music everywhere virally, so you can start the process yourself. But when you did it and you risked £100,000, which then is way more money than it is today, and if American people are watching it, it's like risking probably closer to $200,000-300,000 today, right? More, maybe even more, and you deserve the liberation that came with it. And you deserved all those things, because what you did was, again, a humongous... You had a record label, Ireland, who at their best are brilliant, who had disappointed you, and you decided to go where you had a free bet with them to make a big decision on your own. And I think, again, it's unique. You'll look back on it and you don't see it like that, but it gave you that freedom. But it's unique that you decided to do that.
I think people, they have a fear. They think, oh, I couldn't possibly do it on my own, No, I need this thing, I need this. And it is a misconception these days, I think. And even then, it was like, I literally did a very simple bit of sums on the back of whatever it was. Because I was like, okay, so if I made it myself, I kept the rights, I would be able to, if I sold just this amount, then I would be able to make it back. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I could do that. Like the last tour, I was like, I'm pretty sure that's not a risk. Like, it's not a big risk. And I thought, it's a much worse risk to do another record that you pour your heart and soul into, and they just shelve it. That's the worst of all. So it didn't feel like a risk. It felt like the easy route, to be honest. The finance, I was just lucky that the flat that I bought was this. I bought this flat in Waterloo, which at the time wasn't like the best area, and managed to get this thing. And then in a couple of years, it had gone up $100,000, and that's how I took the money out from that $100,000. I remortgaged my flat, and then I got the cash. I
felt like I went there, by the way.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe I came to see you there. But it's brilliant, and what's also brilliant. It's the way this has all happened is absolutely perfect. By the way, I'm going to have to say one thing, because I will get, or you're going to get bashed. Do you know they keep asking, are you going to play Headlock during this whole thing?
I didn't know that was
okay, but that's something they were asking. I'm just wanting to make sure you know that.
I don't know if we got time for that.
Okay, fine. I'm just warning you that there's going to be a bunch of people on TikTok going, is she really going to play Headlock?
I wasn't going to, no. But I actually don't know it. I have to ask Alexa what the lyrics are.
You could get them to send you the lyrics.
If you go onto TikTok later and become a subscriber, maybe I'll do it there. No, I could give it a go, but it's going to run on, and these guys have got to get home, and we talked.
Oh, sorry, we talked for too long. I'm sorry, guys.
No, but basically, we still haven't got to the point, which is that Nick has this company called NWS. with Christian Tattersfield, who was a big name for us back then. I remember his name, and I actually didn't realise that he was one of your partners.
I know you. I know one of the group texts. You went, "Oh, CT's Christian," and I was like, and then he said, "I love heart," and you're like, "Oh, it's you."
Yeah.
That's who I've been speaking to.
Yeah, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they brought you in because you're an analyst, aren't you? A bit of a data analyst and a wizard. And
marketing expert.
Marketing expert, sorry.
We'll go with whatever we want.
Whatever, just a great guy. And so, Nick, you're the company that you have.
Yeah.
You are really good at finding a piece of music that you love, that you think's got legs, and then you're basically adding to the love, as I understand it. You're kind of like, you take something that's got legs, and somebody like me who would normally just be like, oh, that's so nice, I'll just go over here and do this weird thing and just completely kind of not ignore it, but just like not help it, not fan the flames of the fans. And I think what your company are doing, which I would love to quickly talk about, is that you go in and you find, well, not just TikTok, obviously, but you have connections with radio, you have connections with people do playlists, and you kind of, there is a bit of magic, isn't there? It's not just, if you have a viral hit, it's great, but to get it out and kind of then go into radio and kind of for it to have even more of a life, that does take extra people to do, right?
It's called, I would call it connecting the dots.
Connecting the dots. Yeah.
And what Mark does is he puts the music in front of people in the places that we know the music is getting played. So Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, and he puts it in front of them in multiple different ways. Mark can confirm if I'm correct on this, in multiple different ways, finds the adverts that people react to the best, finds a way to they react to the best. There is a secret sauce in it because we do it a certain way, and we do it with measurement and precision. And I think when your guys came in, I think Mark blew their mind with the amount of detail there is in there. And what we do is we keep the ads out there, and what we keep telling them, and you did the voiceover, and you said...
What do you mean ads?
So we will do adverts, let's say on YouTube, or let's say on Spotify, or any of these formats, and we'll say to people, oh, this song you've been hearing.
Yeah.
You remember you did the voiceover.
Yeah, a little bit of that.
This is by an artist called Imogen Heap. Yeah. And by the way, she's got other songs as well, because I think you did a voiceover for us where you said, check out my catalogue.
I talked about my new song.
Your new song, yeah.
Because I have been, it's not that I haven't been making music.
Yeah.
I have been actually making quite a lot of music. It's just I don't talk about it in the way that other people might. And so yes, I have actually been making music. Yeah. It's just I don't like doing the whole like, oh, let's do an album and then let's talk about it. I don't like doing all of that. I just like making a nice thing with some animals or some children, do some stuff over here, or do this weird thing over here with this play, or make something with a quantum machine.
Your baby song is unbelievable.
Yeah, the baby song.
It does really well. I can't believe you did that, but it's amazing.
But again, it was just because I'm a mum, and I recognised how much I needed occasionally just 5 minutes of peace and happiness in the land, just so that I could recalibrate my brain and be like, right, okay, what do we need? Shoes, right? Just stuff like that. So that was why I did that.
It was the perfect intersection between science and music, and
yeah, but I had no idea. Just like I had no idea how amazing. I mean, I probably should have thought about it, but I just don't think about these things. I didn't think, oh wow, if every parent tells another parent that this song really does, then that's going to be good. Like I didn't think about that.
That's virality again.
I didn't think about that.
That's virality again.
Harry Potter didn't think about that either.
Harry Potter's mad.
I know, but I just don't think about it. I'd just be like, oh, that sounds fun.
How many times have you been to see the Harry Potter thing?
Well, I saw it lots in the beginning.
Since the audience is there. Like
I don't go often. No,
okay.
Every now and then, if I want to take someone that I'd like.
Has your daughter seen it?
Yeah, she's seen it.
She
was
like
there when I made it.
Right.
Yeah. She loves it. Yeah. She's seen it once, twice, maybe.
Yeah. Well, by the way, that's a mind blower that you did that as well. But Mark connects all dots. And let's say on the song you did for the mums, and let's say we were working on that, we'd find where mums are.
And dads.
And dads.
And nieces.
Okay. And we'd find where children are.
Yeah.
And you'd put that song in front of all those people, and you get them, hopefully, to click through to the streaming services and stream it, so that you would then people go, oh, that song really works. And it's almost like you have to tell them, because it's great if a mum says, oh, I use this song at bedtime, or I use this song at calm time, or whatever it is. But if someone put it in front of everyone, maybe instead of doing X streams a day, it does X times 3 or X times 4. But you're not doing it in a way that's aggressive. You're saying to people, oh, if you like this, check this out. The other thing that people do, and I'm telling people things that they would already know. If there's an art, when you look on, say, I'm going to use Spotify as an example, it said other artists that people like, who like your music. And sometimes you find their music, you find where they exist in an ecosystem, and you go, well, we know that people who like this artist like you. And we say, oh, check this song out. And they go, oh, that's who that song's by.
Oh, thanks so much. That's really helpful.
Yeah, so that's what they do, this sort of stuff. So, but Mark is like...
I think I would say connecting the dots, I think, is the phrase
nice.
to it.
That's a nice way.
It is the phrase.
You're not shoving it in people's faces. You're going,
no,
we know you kind of probably like this, so
It's trying to just take what's already there and make sure that people see that story and that journey, so that when they've seen one bit of content, they see a few bit of content. And that... okay, you might have come from an arcane edit or an anime edit or mouthwashing, and then you'll see a wonderful lyric edit that someone's made, and there's incredible lyric edits that people have made of this song,
dance,
or an interpretive dance that someone's done, and trying to piece that all together and then ultimately land back on that there are a lot of people saying how incredible you are, and there are people like finding CDs and like there's this whole culture of 2004, 2005 coming back, and it's the intersection
golden
of like
years.
People want the iPod shuffles in
not
there.
the golden years.
It's just hilarious.
Cam Featherstone, the guy who in my office said, oh, I love this song, it's my favourite song at the minute. And I went, yeah, that's 20 years ago, mate. I was doing that with Imogen. I did that. And he turned around, I saw him post the other day, he says, I've been looking for a vinyl of this album everywhere in light of what's happening and the fact that he's the one that brought it to my attention at work. And he says, and I found my mum had a copy. And he had a pristine copy in his mum's collection. He goes,
nice.
I can't believe my mum had a copy. And I watched this and thought...
That's amazing.
Okay.
That's so
Cool.
nice. Oh. Anyway, I think we're gonna put a vinyl out of the album.
Okay, you should definitely do it.
Yeah, we can do it.
Definitely. Are you going to do? Okay, I'm going to ask. I'm going to be on behalf of the fans. Are you going to do any new versions when you put the 20th anniversary out? Are you going to do anything special as part of it, or am I going to get punched because you're trying to ignore that when Alexis asks you that?
I don't know. I just. I mean, there are a couple of things I have wanted to do, so it might be a good time to do it.
There is an excuse now.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't know. There's some nice things that I like that have happened with the song, and one of them is the Clams Casino, I'm God, like that sample for Just For Now. And I have been thinking that I would quite like to do a song sampling Clams version sampling me, to make a new song out of that.
I love that.
But I don't know if I'll actually get around to doing it.
Do it.
But anyway, so the whole point of this system that I'm doing this every month now is because I love making music, but I don't like sitting in front of a computer.
Yes.
And I want to build this system so that I can, because I can actually walk around my house and make music now.
Yes,
that's
and I
amazing.
can actually record it, you know.
Yes.
And I want to get it to this point where the system upstairs, it's still like in a little bit in the old world of staring at a screen, but more and more I want to develop the system, and I love this program called Endless, which my friend Tim invented and made over the years, and I love it so much, and we hope to relaunch that in the next few weeks. But it's always been my dream to kind of connect the gloves with Endless, and to have this like just this sculptural, amazing, all the sounds at my fingertips. And so I just really want to develop that. And when I do, my hope is that if somebody says, oh, can you play Headlock? I don't have to like dig out all this there and like try and figure out how to play it with a band. You know, I mean, I like playing with musicians, but it takes literally months to get to figure out how to play anything, because it's all like made from scratch, and it's all, nothing repeats, and it's a nightmare, and sometimes there's tracks and sometimes there's not. So it really annoys me to do the preparation of the live shows. I absolutely hate it, and I just find it so annoying, because most of it's just like trying to piece old stuff together. But
you are,
there's this point,
for those that haven't seen you, you are bloody good live.
I'm good. I am good live, and I do like it when I'm up there.
And you're a bit of a comedian as well when you're doing it.
But I don't, because it goes wrong. If it goes wrong. But I would love to get to the point where my system is really easy, and it's just like, and now the technology's come on so much, and the capacity and the speed of computers and stuff being able to pull off the cloud so quickly, and generative and visuals. It's such a different world now, and I'm excited to be able to bring this other character, Imogen, into my life, which is my AI kind of counterpart. Not that I'm going to be she's not going to be making music, or they're not going to be making music, but facilitating me to get to the point where I can quickly make things together in the way that I would have done if I'd had to go in and plumb stuff in and select things. So it's kind of a preparatory environment that I want to create up here or here, so that I can go and do live shows, and I can go and create music quickly, and that sounds great and in the moment, but just get really good at, the only thing I really need to do, which I've never really done, is to just get good at writing lyrics in the moment. Like, I'd love to be Eminem. Like, I'd love to be able to do that. Freestyle. And I try, sometimes I
think
practice.
some people would love
Do you
to
want
see
to do
that.
Eminem Headlock?
Oh, Eminem. I love Eminem. Love Eminem.
What's it called when they add Eminem in now? What's
Tag.
it? Tag Eminem, please.
It was that old.
Okay.
Tag. Anyway, so yeah, I would just love to. I want to get really good at writing lyrics in the moment, because just as I can with music, and I can build beats and things like that. But I would love to be able to do that with lyrics. And I've only just realised that I think I could. I just never thought that I could, and I've never really tried it. But the other day I tried it, and I wrote this lovely song, which I've put on my app, because the fans get to hear stuff if you're on my app. So I have loads of demos of stuff. I just don't like finishing stuff. It's just annoying to sit down, and I don't have a producer. I could, but I don't want. I just want to do it myself, and then I'm stuck because I have to do all the bits. But I know that you can make music entirely differently now, and in a way, I'm still stuck in this kind of old linear world where you kind of make everything yourself, and you plug it in, and do the edits. But it's not like that now.
By the way, that's for you. You make everything yourself. 99% of artists, you look at, there was like 2 or 3 other people helping them get to that point.
Yeah.
So you have done it. You have done it the hardest way. By the way, you know what you'd be brilliant at? Not that you're going to do it, but I'm thinking as you're speaking. You know that mad sphere in Vegas,
Oh yeah.
where you could do all the screens and everything. You could do it all. Yeah. You would probably be the ultimate sphere artist.
I would like to do that, but again, I don't want to do it before I have a system.
Okay.
So my plan is build the system over the next year, and for anyone who wants to watch, every single month we're going to progress it. It's going to get better and better and better.
I understand the live streams now.
It's literally like, I basically filmed the making of Ellipse,
right.
And so there was it was called the V-blogs, right. and fans could come in and they could see what I've done every couple of weeks, and I want to do the same but for the live system. So it'd be like, oh my god, Imogen's now got this thing where she's connected this thing over here, and now she can do that with her gloves, and I want that to be the thing that I do every week now, just be here working on that system, so that I can go and create music, on the fly, and make amazing songs and collaborate easily, and just take my little box of tricks. Like, I want to have like a James Bond suitcase and just kind of, and my gloves, and just like pull up with the best sounding, most amazing thing, and just like make music quickly. Just
and then
because
have all
I can.
these visuals generate in real time.
In time, for the live shows. But for just to be able to say, if somebody says, oh, I'd love to do a collaboration, I just think of me sitting in the studio, like through the night till 5 a.m, just editing and mixing, and I'm just like, I don't want to do that anymore. But I do, so that's why I haven't done many collaborations.
Some of the greatest songwriters on the planet have been coming to me, as you know. I introduced some of them to you and saying, she's my favourite artist to work with. I didn't know, I would never have approached her, but can I approach her through you? And I'm like saying, yeah. One of the guys who's got the #1 record in the world, or had the #1 record in the world for ages, and he's like, oh, I'm a super fan. Can't we just write something together? Oh. And by the way, you would be incredible in those environments.
Yeah, I do love it, but it's all this, because I can't let it go. I can't just let something go and somebody else finish it. And I have to.
You can finish it.
But that's what the thing is. I don't want to spend weeks and weeks and weeks in the studio moving bits of audio around. Like, I have to build a system that is just like, it just makes it really, really fun and easy, and it just sounds amazing, and I can quickly create beats.
Just as a question, because it's slightly, for me, juxtaposition to what you said. You don't mind putting your stems up from just now, or putting your stereo mix up, telling your audience, write
different.
something to do.
That's him gone ape.
Okay.
That's my like free, go, have fun, no responsibility.
Okay, but as the him gone ape part inside Imogen, couldn't they just do something with someone like the person who reached out, the incredible James. I'm going to use his name, not the thing, but and they reached out to James Fontaine and said, I'd love to do something. And there's hundreds of those type of people who...
Yeah, but they finish it. They go on and finish it.
And then just go, whoever you love can go and do something magical with it. Because I think that would be so magical, because your stuff is so unique. It doesn't matter what someone else does. It will still have that image and stamp, because you don't do things like anyone else. You don't do that sort of, I have to do it this way, or this is the formula to have a hit, because you're never trying to write a hit, are you?
No.
I
did try, and I didn't do a very good job of it. It was really embarrassing. It was called Sublime. It was really bad.
Right, okay, but you write in your own unique, honest way. Yeah. And I think those people, the reason they're reaching out to you is because you don't do what the very good formula guys can do, and they want to write with someone who is... We're looking on your wall, there's art on the wall, but what an artist does, as opposed to someone who, is painting to sell their paintings. Some people do art for the purposes, because, like you said, it comes from inside you. It feeds your curiosity. It feeds your need to be. You told me, and by the way, hopefully I'm not breaking a confidence from our lunch, that you used to love losing yourself in front of the piano for 7-8 hours, and then realise, oh shit, bedtime was hours ago, and now you have to have a more structured life because of all your other responsibilities. But you love that, and you love that because it fed your soul.
I was doing that last night.
Okay.
And the beginning of this live stream.
Maybe when we were warming up here earlier, you were just lost.
That's what I want to do.
We were eating our dinner in here.
Yeah, that is what I want to do. That is what I want to do.
Well, the world wants you to do that.
Yeah, and I can get there. Right. But this is the beginning of this introduction, basically, into making that a reality. So bringing the presence in the moment of creation of sound and melody and ideas, and that kind of unification of this moment and people watching it, that kind of spark. And I feel like there was something really nice in that bit, in the early bit, but it was small, and I didn't have enough time to kind of work on it. But I have done these live streams, and what is amazing about it is you can be in a room by yourself. And in the past, I'd be like, even if it was Headlock, I'd be like starting to write, and I'd be like, oh, this is good, I like this, and you would internally be like, oh, this is good, keep going, or you'd get distracted, and stop. But this happened during COVID, so the piano was there, and I would do these things called the gloves are on, and I would play the piano, and then I would have an idea, and it would come out in the moment, like hide and seek or whatever, and you'd be like, oh, this is great, you have this feeling, but because it was streaming, it was the first time it had done it in front of people. Yep. And it was weird because I thought it was something that only I experienced. Yes. I was like, oh, this is special. That you, as an artist, you feel this is it. Yeah. But the thing is, everybody, because it was a 30-second delay, because it was using OBS or some streaming thing, and it was like a 30-second delay, so I could see the comments come up on YouTube 30 seconds later, and I was like, they felt it. They felt that exact moment, because they can start seeing it. They're like, oh, I love this bit.
And there was a lot of comments today on the live stream we were watching on TikTok. Yeah. People saying, I feel like I'm floating.
We were watching in the other room.
Yeah.
And we were watching the comments.
Great. So that's what we want. That moment of connection, that moment of heightened presence that we all felt together in that moment, that thing that came out, please take that somewhere and turn it into something that you want to exist, because it is these moments of presence and this conversation and being with people and eating together and swimming and all these nice things that bring us into the moment, which is life. Like, there is nothing else. And that's what I don't like about sitting in the computer, in front of the computer by myself, missing out on all the things I can't do because I've got to go finish a fucking really annoying mix. And I'm so obsessed by it looking the right, oh my God. And it's just become so bad, that kit just makes you so obsessive. So I just can't look at it. So that's why here...
There's a barrier to your creativity.
Because I see things, and here I can't see it, I can just feel it and I'm being it. And that's but I love the sound of, I love all the effects, I love the looping. And until these gloves, I wasn't able to do that without staring at a screen.
But you've been doing these gloves for 20 years. So when people are seeing this, they think this is a new thing. This is not new.
No, but the thing that is new is the software isn't
better.
The instruments and the sounds and the types of plugins that you can get, because this is a gestural interface. Yes. The actual sounds are coming from Ableton, or they're coming from Endless, or they're coming from wherever, or just found through the piano. it's all the effects. But the thing is, in time, the way that we interface with our computers are going to be way more gestural. You know, we will just talk to them. Like, I hardly ever type anything anymore.
100%.
Is it going to be like Minority Report when we saw Tom Cruise?
Big time.
Of course, 100%.
Yeah.
Why would you do that with a little tiny mouse like that? So ridiculous.
Well, now with touch screen anyway on like those Apple devices, I'm sure other devices have them as well, on iPad and stuff. And it still freaks me out because I'm trying to touch the screen on my laptop sometimes and then realizing I've got to use my mouse.
So we're just in this like annoying
Transition.
bit right now. It's the same with them. It's the same with the industry. Everything is quite clunky. Nothing quite fits. There's no kind of protocols that are agreed. You know, and when we have like gestural language that is a kind of shared protocol that we can use across systems, and you know, when even you have like Unreal Engine and Unity, and when they become kind of maybe somehow one language, or when things just become more like air, shared resource, then all the magic starts to happen. But at the moment, it's like people are owning things because it's proprietary software, and therefore you have to do it this way and this way, and you have to have an update, and then it won't work like this, and oh god, it's so annoying. But everything is going to be cloud-based soon, and so actually, certain types of hardware or plugins, or I think it will all be interchangeable. Like we can walk into a room and still retain ourselves, and there's going to be like that in the digital, in the data space. We'll be walking into different environments with all of our preferences and all of our things that we bought, and be able to move between different shops or environments or spaces. And I think the same will come with music.
Did you ever watch Black Mirror? And it always touched me when someone walks along and the advert that comes up, like on the equivalent of a bus stop, the advert comes up on the street is an advert for you. So then Mark would walk past and would see a different ad.
They already do that.
They already know.
Do that.
I mean, it's mad.
I'm
asleep. Exactly, I'm asleep. I've been too busy watching Black Mirror.
Black Mirror is here.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's very late. What time is it? Because I have to go and speak to Patty.
Do you know?
You know what time it is?
Oh,
I don't know. I'm looking on my phone. It's 9:30.
Oh my God!
There's
I have to
100
go now.
There's
We've been talking a
160.
whole hour.
There's 167,000 people watching.
I'm so surprised that you're all still there. But hi.
Okay.
That's
Hello.
great. Okay, come on.
They're all talking. They're asking what is Oracle, but you've explained that, I think.
So Oracle is if you're a musician or you're a photographer or you're anybody that has any creative IP or makes anything in the world at all, to be honest. It's not restricted to musicians. You go to oracles.io and you can go and sign up, and you just put your name in there and what you do and all your skills and your passions and any websites and anything that you feel represents you as a creative entity. And the idea is that you go and validate your friends by QR coding, and you create this lattice of trust, social trust. And from that, we can build systems from the ground up, rather than having to have an identifier with this collection society that takes 2 days and £200 to happen, or this thing over here. We just need one place where we can prove who we are, lasso it to our other data identities, and then just be prepared for the future that's barreling towards us.
So someone's asking, called Ellie, I think, Ellie3 here. How can we find Him Gone Ape?
Yeah, so the track's tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're going to upload this, these stems, and if you go and get an Oracle ID, sign up, and then you will be able to tomorrow go and download the stems and do whatever you like with them. But we basically ask, the Royal We asks that you come back to the page where you downloaded them, and you basically glue your song or your piece of music to it, so that it's like it keeps all of its babies. It knows where it's come from, and you can go and release that and do whatever you like. But we want to do deals with you, basically. I mean, again, it's like I want to create an automated system so that people it can be identified as this much of a song, or you can suggest a percentage of master, which is the recording, or the publishing for the writer side, and we define that. But in time, I would love to create a system that kind of helps you suggest something that makes sense based on how other things might have done that, just to kind of ease collaboration, because I get a lot of annoyed messages on Instagram from people that I literally cannot read all the messages, okay? And now I've got TikTok.
And
Okay,
now
so
you're
I
more.
just can't do it, and I have got other plans for that too. But for now, I have to manually do it, and so I miss a bunch. So people are like, "Oh, I've been sending you this remix for like a whole month, and you're just ghosting me. You're not talking to me." I'm like, "I haven't even seen your messages," or maybe I saw it, but I'm like, "Come on, like, I can't read." Yeah. Anyway, so we're building a thing basically that will help you be able to do it much easier.
I think so many different medias are going to learn from that approach.
Yeah.
In a way that like all these edits, right? All these proprietary edits that we're seeing on TikTok. There's a way that everyone can win from that scenario.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And it's just being able to trace it. It's being able to like collaborate with these people seamlessly online. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, basically, the shared resource of fact about things, like you don't charge somebody to go and get access to a word. It's like, yes, Imogen Heap wrote this, and this was the.
And we don't give a royalty to the dictionary, do we?
Exactly. So it's like, let's just open up all that data and just allow that to exist in one shared space, because it is fact, and we don't need to like hold that behind a closed, door, and just let the song be its truth, be the song as a service, and companies, entities, services, individuals can come and interface with it based on one truth, rather than all these ridiculous defunct systems with incomplete data, which costs us billions.
I'm laughing here. There's a gentleman called Reese Cooper. I'm presuming a gentleman. I apologise if it's not. I would love to collaborate Imogen. It would be a dream. That's the whole point of this thing.
You
is
can now
they
do
can
it.
do it.
You're going
to
to
put something out.
Go have a play.
They can put their lyrics and they can put their melody on,
go
and
for it.
you'll be having official collaboration.
And I will discover you through Auracles. I will hear all the songs that Him Gone Ape has been connected to, and I'll discover you. I can't discover you through individual messages on Instagram.
It's just too much.
It's just too much. Anyway, really have to go,
Okay.
because
Let's wrap.
but thank you. It's been really nice chatting to you
great.
both, and I appreciate
Thank you so much.
you helping me. Get the allow Headlock to kind of find its moment in a big way.
I think we might be still at the start of this journey. I
No,
don't want to
agreed.
scare you anymore.
Okay.
And I think if anyone decides they're going to do something which you love and approve of, this could be insane. And I think even just in the version that currently exists, we're only getting bigger week on week. And I think people are finding it more and more. And the song, because of it's so unique in its sound, doesn't get boring with multiple listens.
Yeah.
And I think to contextualize this further, there's all of these people now that are going to discover all of these exciting things that you're talking about, and the futurism. And you've got a context now to explore that with them that you wouldn't have had before.
That's for sure. No, it's great.
And so
Where
that's
where
very
you
much
go?
the beginning of everything.
Where are you going now?
Me, I'm going
Which bit?
upstairs because
Cool.
I have Patty. I'm making a song with Patty now.
Okay.
Patty Gonia. She's brilliant. So I really have to go. She's been waiting for
Amazing.
ages. But we're going to make a song.
You must be starting somewhere.
Let's go make that song. And there it is.
Anyway, I'm hoping that.
We'll go left, you go right.
Okay,
Bye.
See you later.
Tristan, are my gloves muted?
Okay. Okay.
Hello. That's all right. I'm very delayed now. Is the latency expanded and I'm able to... Oh dear. Okay. Really? Okay. Can you... Oh, so we're not doing the gloves because we're doing Eurotone and we're doing Paddy, right? I am, but I was going to make music up the stairs, but now I can't. Yeah, go on then. Can we take the latency back down? In my headphones. And Tristan is wonderful, very tall man from New Zealand, who has been working with me for how long? About a year, maybe more. 2 years. I have no idea. Anyway, it's been great. He's come to my house every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, made sure that in my mind music is present on those days, and then I do stuff, and he gets to do some stuff, and it's great. Can you turn the gloves on? Aha! Now I can make music. I should probably go upstairs now. So fun. Okay, stop it, Imogen. I need to go. Right, basically, this is what I'm going to do loads. So if you want to see this happen, because I know I'm meant to be like, I've got to go speak to Patty, but basically, now that I'm all set up, I'm going to be doing this all the time. So I don't know if it's going to be TikTok or it's going to be my Imogen Heap app, but wherever it's going to be, I'm going to be doing it a lot more. I obviously don't own all these fancy cameras and lights, but I'm going to get something so that I can do it often, and it sounds great. Anyway, I'm going to go upstairs now and make music while I walk up the stairs, and then I'm going to go and meet Patty, and we're going to talk about a new song. And I'm going to try and come up with something before we're meant to end the stream, which is at 10. So I've been really talking a long time. And maybe they've all been telling me to get off the chat, but because I didn't have my headphones on, I didn't hear that. Wow, this robot camera is pretty cool. I'm going to see if it can, how fast it is. It's not that fast. Zoom. Okay, goodbye. I'm going upstairs. This is what it sounds like to walk up the stairs. That's enough. Hello. Are you fixing the microphones? We're taking the piano mic from downstairs and putting it up here. Look, there she is. Patty, you look magnificent. Wait, how do I make you big? Make you so big. Oh my goodness, I love it. Hello. You look absolutely amazing. I feel like I should have made more of an effort. Can you hear me all right?
Yes, can you hear me all right?
Yes, I can. I'm hearing it a little bit.
So that's what it sounds like to walk upstairs, huh?
Yeah, we haven't worked away. Okay. We hadn't figured out how. So how are we going to not create the loop? Okay. Good. So what we didn't figure out, Patty, was how we were going to listen to you without me hearing myself through the stream. Anyway, Thank you for being my guinea pig on the first stream.
Of course, of course.
I am excited. Now, I'm going to try and explain what the hell we're doing. I love that you're drinking tea. I think I would like some tea. Can I have some tea, please? So, sorry about the delay, everyone. Right, I'm just going to get out of this song. Just mute these ones. I don't need both of them going, do I? I'm going to mute that one. Wait, which one's that? Oh, wrong one. Which one? Okay, anyway, I've got this bass going on in my voice. I'm just going to mute the gloves, sorry. Mute the gloves. Mute. Mute. Right. Okay. Can still hear a delay. Anyway, it's very distracting. So, Patty, please tell us why we're here today.
We're here today to make some music.
We are here to make
some music for the planet.
To save our planet. Now, Patty is wonderful and does so many things. And I saw a piece that you did recently with Yo-Yo Ma, and I was like, wow, that is good. And so we are going to write a piece right now, somehow. And sorry about, we can't see you on the stream. Can you please stay at the center of the screen? Sorry, I have been told. We don't want to miss an inch of you, Patty. So, you wrote to me via Instagram and asked if we could collaborate. And generally I've been saying no to people because I don't want to sit in front of the computer. But what I am going to do with you is I've asked if you could send me some sounds that you would like to, that kind of inspire a feeling or invoke or share your love for the planet, things that you feel would be interesting to vocalize, literally, and begin this song. So you sent me a bunch of sounds, of which I actually haven't listened to all of them, because that's how I roll. So in my system, I'm going to play. Are we in the new song? Are we in the Patty environment now? We need to open it up. I'm just going to open it up. 1 second. You might lose my voice for a nanosecond. I'm going to go to open a recent set, and we're going to go to open Patty. This one. No, we don't. Do we need to save? No, we don't need to save. We need to just bring in a microphone here. Yeah, you can hear that? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Yeah. Okay.
It's really low, but I can hear you.
Wonderfully smoothly. Probably a little bit delayed.
Once we figure out these technical difficulties, nothing can stop us.
Okay, let's stop that. Right, this is already, I can see what we need to do better next time.
That's great.
But it's okay. So basically, if anyone can see and hear me, and I'm sorry that I sound a bit delayed, we should definitely use the direct signal. Can they hear the direct signal? They're not hearing this. Which one are they hearing? Anyway, I'll leave it up to the stream team downstairs because they know what they're doing. But I can hear a delay. Anyway, sorry, let's stop talking about delay. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tracks in Ableton full of samples that you have sent. Some of them were connected to video, some of them weren't. And we're going to play them, and then what we're going to do is we're going to maybe if there's any particular ones that you would really like to play, we can play those first. And then we're going to randomly play them through the sound of your voice, which you sent in, and we're working with a company called Neurotone. And I sent in a bunch of my vocals, and you sent in a bunch of your vocals. And basically, we have a timbre, a palette of our vocal chords, which are then going to be playing the sounds that you've sent in. I'm going to be playing them through our voice, basically. And when I hear something that I think sounds like the beginning of a song, I'm going to go with that. So it might not be the best story, but the whole story is nice.
Yeah.
So, yeah, would you want to talk about any particular piece?
Yeah, sure. I mean, the whole purpose of this project is to write a song that's a love letter to the planet, that's in service of the planet. I think that art is a very underutilized tool for climate action. And I think there's a lot of potential here. We do this project every year called the Environmental Film Project, which is turned into the Environmental Film and Music Project. And so that's the project you saw last year with Quinn Christopherson, who's an amazing trans and indigenous musician from Alaska, and with Yo-Yo Ma. And so this year we're going to be working with Bandaloop, which is an amazing dance troupe that does vertical dance on the side of mountains. And you, Imogen, and myself to create a piece of art that's a music video and a song for this planet. And so I collected lots of fun sounds for us today. Everything from both of my cats purring, because why not, all the way to sounds from the Eastern Sierra Mountains, which is where we're going to film this video and do this project. So sounds of the water, sounds of trees, sounds of ice cracking, some really cool sounds for us, tonal and otherwise, and we'll just see what strikes a chord in us.
Amazing. Okay, well, I absolutely love this. And in the spirit of my new me, I'm just going to be very instinctive, and I know that there's a million things that could come out of all these sounds, and I could go in and edit them and be really annoying and spend months doing that, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave it to the moment, the ephemeral winds of time or no time, and I'm just going to play things through our model and just see. So I'm going to start. I'm just going to literally play whichever one, just where my finger goes to, which
Beautiful.
is this one, which actually doesn't have a sample on it. That one, there's a sample there. So I'm going to play that. So this is called Tree Wind. Wait, I need to make it bigger. Tree Wind audio. We've got Sierra Mountains, lots of Sierra Mountains. And we've got Glacier, Cowling. That's the video. Oh, okay. Factory audio. Lake fractures.
You know, the lake fractures, that one is very cool.
Is
Listen
that
to
one
that
cool?
one.
Okay, I'm going to go for that one then. So, that's the ice.
Playing 2 feet.
Is that playing slow down? No, that's just how it sounds. That's really nice.
So fun, though. Beautiful. Yeah, try playing the audio file, not the video file, but the audio file.
What was that?
Try playing the audio file from that folder, not the video.
The audio
There's some
file.
cool. I think it's called Ice Fractures.
Oh yeah. Wow. That's an amazing sound. Love that.
And so on a lake, when I skate across it, that's the sound that the ice makes in the ice. It sounds like a lightsaber. It's amazing.
That is amazing. Yeah. I love that. That is one of the best sounds ever.
First original. It's crazy.
Why does it sound like that?
Yeah.
Why does it sound like that?
And that's from a lake in the Eastern Sierras.
That's mental. I love it. Please. Have a tea. Thank you, Tristan.
We'll drink it together.
Right.
Cheers.
Before greatness, tea. And dark. I need something to rest my tea on. Right. Let's take that one then, because that is a genius sound. Even though it basically exists on its own, we should take that one. But let's see what happens if we chuck it through your model of voice. So sound. I'm going to make a little loop out of that because I want to get the best. Wait, no, I can just. Oh, it sounds amazing! Wait. Sorry. A little bit overexcited. Wait, which one is that? Is that one? Yeah, oh god. Right. Okay. That's your voice. That's your voice. That's what it sounds like. Your ice through your voice. Let's just hear the beginning of that one again through your voice. That's nice. Yeah. So basically, what we're doing here, I'm just gonna show you what I'm actually doing. So there's a company here. Oh, it's playing all together. Oh no, it's not. Right. So here. So this is this thing called neotone. Can you see that on your screen, Patty? Yeah. So basically, they took all your vocals and then they shoved it into this thing, and then I can change how your voice sounds. So. Oh no, I'm not. I have to press that. Okay, sorry. Oh, wait, I have to do too many things at once. Right. But that's my. Is that Patty? Oh, number one's me. Yes, I should know that. Right. This is Patty. Need to turn my vocal on. Okay. Turn that up. We can just turn this down, lot down. Just turn this down. Because it's fine for the other ones. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, it's a slow work, isn't it? Right. Okay, so this is your voice. And this is what it sounds like through both of our voices. Which I need to turn up. And it might not seem like anything right now, but believe it or not, this is how I make music. I just get weird things together, and I try it out, and by some piece of magic, something clicks and begins a song.
Oh, the weirdest things are the best.
What's that?
The weirdest things are the best.
Exactly. And sometimes it's just a story. This wasn't really sounding like anything. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you're figuring that out. I can also tell people that if they want, we want to write the song with them. So if they have suggestions, things, throw them in the comment section here. We're also going to make a post where we are linking to a forum for people to put their lyric suggestions, different ideas. And this project is a part of a nonprofit, so we're donating all the royalties to the nonprofit as well. So you submit something, you release your royalties. But we would love to write it with you. So if you have comments, ideas, throw them in the thread. We're going to be reading comments as we go along too.
That is true. Yes, that is a good point. So what I thought we could do to begin the process of the lyric, I would like to have some words from anyone who might be watching and wherever they're watching it. Just literally words. It could be ice. It could be heating. It could be meeting, I don't know, whatever you want. And with these words, I'm going to improvise the first lyric. And hopefully in the next hour, 3 minutes, oh my God, I will try and create a line that will be my lyrical contribution. And I'll begin the music here. I might have to do it a bit later, because I didn't realize what time it was. And we'll begin this process. And then when we're going to meet, aren't we, together in LA, when I'm there doing the Garden State thing as well. And we're gonna do some more writing there. So basically, if people do send in a lyric, we have I think it's coming up on the stream, hopefully, the address. They basically send it to Patty, send it to me, your lyrical idea, and then we're going to patch together the lyric when Patty and I meet again. And maybe this time next month, I will have a loop or something that will begin the song. But I hope I will come out with something right now, but I need to stop talking. So I'm going to just beaver away and see whatever happens. Let's see. So I'm going to put it through. I like it through your one, personally. Now, the thing is I haven't got enough hands, so I can't actually do it and end this at the same time. I haven't got enough hands. So let's just record something in here and just see what it sounds like. so this is Endless, everybody. It's my favourite thing in the world. I need to tap. Sounds like that. 84. 84 BPM. I believe that's where it's. Could go jungle. Could drum and bass. Oh my god, that is a drum and bass sound, is it not? I mean, that's like a drum and bass at the side of the mountain. Okay, here we go. Right, I recorded something. It's not my best example. Where is it? There it is. Oh, crikey, there's two of them there. Oh, that's just such a great sound. Okay. Right, so that's what I'm hearing. It's playing in the background. Well, basically, I'm going to come back to that. But I think that is a nice little beginning. So what key is that in? Oh, I haven't got my... Should we switch over to the other one now we've got that in? We've got so many other sounds. So let's just... So that's there. Yes, we're opening up the other session now. So we're going to open up the other session. I'm going to make that into a song. You'll see. Can we save it? I don't know how. But it's come to me. Right, I don't want to link it because it's... Okay, so it's about 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 1. It's actually 6/8. Oh, that's annoying. That's okay. We don't mind 6/8. Be 6/8. Right, so let's see if that sounds any good. I'm going to have the clicking, sorry. This, okay, how are we going to do this? I have not thought about how I'm doing this live. Right, I'm going to just record it in and then I'm going to edit it later. Okay, stop. This is not a good example of how I use Endless. But for now, we will take that off. We'll take that and we'll put it in here and we'll just quickly edit it. Right. Dun, 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 dun. Where is it?
Do you ever feel like you're trying to...
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
No, you're good, you're good. So do you ever feel like you're just doing 20 things at once?
Am I doing what?
Do you ever just feel like you're doing 20 things at once?
All the time. All the time. All the time. Why can't I hear that now? Did I record that into... It's coming out of exit 1 of 4, so why can't I hear that coming out now? Just it's because it's doing a weird... Oh, I know, because it's that? No. Why is that not a thing I can play?
Because it's input monitoring.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, thank you. Off. Okay. Right. Best loop ever in the whole world. We're going to turn it into something good. You can see. Let's see. Right, a little bit more at the start there. Okay. Right, so that's our loop. What do we do about... How do we figure out the tempo of that then? We basically need to try and fit it into 4 because that's 1, 2, 3, 4. How do we do that? So that if I put it into here, sorry everyone, this is really not what you should be watching right now, but this is such a lie. Is this the one that is? Yes, it is. Put it into here, There it is, this tiny little thing. Right, so basically we have set it to, so it's almost there. I think it's like there. Oh, let's take it off warp. Take it off warp. Okay. Wow, okay. That will do. Let me do that, and then I'm going to drop that into here. Right, let's see if I can play that now. Right, so we're going to go for 63 BPM. It's a very weird beat. Num 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 num. And I'm going to loop that, and I'm going to play it through here, and hopefully that will do something. I don't know what the click's doing. Let me see. I'm surprised anyone is watching this right now. So we need to turn it to 3. Oh my god. Why did I do this to myself? This is like the most ridiculous thing. Okay, Imogen. Right, what we're going to do is we have a loop now, and I'm just going to play along to it and see what happens. So it is in the key of... Right, I need to get rid of the delay, so should I do that in here? I need to change it to a... oh yeah, no, it was there, right?
It should be 1, 2.
What should be what?
It should be 1, 2, 8, but
It was.
it's just coming a behind that on the left. It's not actually.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay, Patty. I love you. I have to mute you so that I can record myself, but you'll still be able to hear me. And I'm sorry that it's going over everyone, but such is the life of me. Top right, I can't even turn the voice. Right, that. Oh, sorry, on the actual computer. Just like normal volume. Okay. I can't now. Oh, that's much better. Okay, right, I'm sorry that I'm so delayed. Let's get this going, okay. So we need to go to the other session, which is the other one, which is this one, and hopefully it won't start. Don't save. Please don't change the settings and load a different setting, and make sure that I've saved this one. Okay, Maestro, we shall begin. Somehow this is going to be a... Okay, so we can't let it we've got to make the gloves so they fit in with the tempo, so I'm going to change that, because normally I would set the tempo, but I'm going to say follow tempo. In fact, I'm just going to go that 4/4, because it doesn't actually matter. But now I need to make it in the right tempo, so I've got to make it a bit longer. So and now I've got to take it off warp. Take it off warp, and I'm just going to make it, because otherwise I'll get confused. Okay, wrong way, wrong way. This way. There we go. Oh, that's a bit more like it. Okay, so we're going to go for 84 BPM. Okay. Very low. Do we need to change the volumes, because they've got the same thing here? We didn't do it to this one, did we? We didn't do the session to because we've got using this one. Or did we just take this one out? Let's just turn this one down. This one.
You're just using a headset right now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to use this one. Ah, there. And this is this one. No, this one.
That's
yeah,
it.
because... yeah. But this is a lot quieter now. Why is that? Is that reason, or is that a lot quieter? Okay. Okay, here we go. So, right. Are you recording this? Should we record this the whole session? Okay. Okay, Imogen, let's make some music. match. Right, come on. I've never actually made music with ice before. This is a strange rhythm. What does it want to be? I don't know. I'm going to have to time it, aren't I? Damn it. Imogen, really, I really have. I need to. Oh God, why am I doing this? 4/4. Right. Oh my goodness. I think I might have. I need a bit more planning. Sorry. Are you okay to just stay there? You okay there? Watching me. Oh, amazing. What about everyone else? Right. Right. Okay, come on. Da-dum, dum, dum, dum. Da-dum. That's what it wants to be. Da-dum, dum, dum, dum. Da-dum. 4. Da-dum, dum, dum, dum. Da-dum. 4. Dum, dum, dum. Okay, so let's do that on the 4. Da-dum, dum, dum. Da-dum. Da-dum, dum, dum, dum. 4, 5, 6. Da-dum, dum, 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 5. It is meant to be 6, 8. Why have I done? Okay, I don't usually do things like this. Imogen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to do 6/4, okay? Okay, let's do it. 6/4. Nature wants to be 6/4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. See, why is it not doing it at the right tempo? Because it's 6/4/4. Right. Dun, 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 dun. How do we make it go? Dun, dun, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? 1, 2, 3. What the bloody hell rhythm is that? Is that because this is in a different... This is... Right, I'm just going to make it do this, right? That. No. What the... Oh, that's because that's there. Right. This is... Why is this... Why is that not going dun 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 dun? I'm sorry, but my brain right now is just not able to do dun 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 dun. How can we figure out the tempo for that? Dun 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 dun. Because it's not. If it's not. Yeah, but that's if it's 4/4. Dun dun dun. I know. You'd think that, but if I. You see, it's just doing like a weird. Dun 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. So why is it doing that? What? 120. Why? Why? Oh, for God's sake. Okay. Right. Okay, it's fine. Okay, so basically it's just 120. Okay, let's go back to where we were. Now we need to make it longer. Now it's gone to some weird length. Okay, I'm so sorry everyone. I can actually make music. Right, that's going to go on the 3. Right. 2, 3, 4. That needs to be 1, basically. Right. Oh my goodness. Right, come on, let's just make some music. Okay, here we go. Oh, because it thinks it's 6/4. But it is 6/4. Okay. I can only hear the loop on my left side. Did I just delete the loop? Oh, for fuck's sake. I just deleted the loop. That's good, isn't it? Because I put my hand down. What was that? The jellyfish? No, it wasn't the jellyfish. Okay. Right, it's okay. We've still got that. I'm going to make a loop again. We've still got that recorded. Oh, God. Come on. That's better anyway. Got a bit of a... Right, I'm going to take the pick out. I'm just going to record those piano chords. What do you think? You liking it? You think it's going to be the next song that you're going to do?
People in the
Sorry, I
chat
can't
will
hear.
love it.
Wait a minute.
I love it so much.
Wait a minute, can't hear ya. Oh, where's the mic? Where's it gone? There. Oh, sorry. It's literally in front of me. Sorry. Hello.
Hello.
Any thoughts?
It's incredible. People in the chat are loving it too.
You're loving
It's
it?
amazing. Yeah, and I love the 6/8. It's great.
Okay, cool. Any thoughts? Any melodies? Anything you want to say?
You know, Bandaloop the dance troupe, they're in the chat as well, and they love it. It's so great. It's amazing. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
Any words that are coming through?
I think questions are coming through my mind.
Questions.
Like
We've all got questions.
questions, like lyrics as questions.
Okay.
Like,
Oh yeah.
why? Asking why.
Why? Why indeed?
Why people or
Why?
forces are destroying this planet.
Totally.
Asking questions like how. How do we not let our egos win? And how do we
Yes.
remind ourselves that we're a part of nature
Carry on. Stay there.
rather than apart from?
Just getting my book. Oh, I hope I didn't. Did I just delete that? No, for fuck's sake. Anyway, we've got it, haven't we? Okay, I just literally deleted that because I walked over there. That's okay. We're gonna.
Thank God we
we're
have Tristan.
Let me just write down some words. Where's my pen? I don't have a pen. Could I have a pen? Pen, anyone?
And we'll ask the chat too. If you all have any lyric suggestions, throw them out at us.
Thank you. Let's see if it works. What's happening over there? Right. Oh, actually, maybe it's still there. Oh no, I'm recording over. Okay. Right. Okay, can we stop that now? So why? Why indeed? Why? Oh, I'm recording. Why?
Yeah, I think
I need to mute my gloves. Sorry, because I'm recording. Mute the gloves. Yes, we get it. Oh, I know, if I do that, I'm going to delete the glue. See, I don't usually use the system to write. Yes, we get it. Oh, I know, right, there it is. If I do that, I'm going to delete the comedy show. Okay, muting the gloves. And pressing stop. Okay, why, indeed? Why do we do this to ourselves? Our egos are too big for our planet to survive. What else? What other questions?
Yeah, I think something I was thinking about when I was looking at the chat is how do we remind ourselves that we're a part of nature and not apart from it?
Yeah, a part of nature, not yet. Part of nature, not.
But also words that people were saying was fire ablaze, mother, sadness, vibrations, glisten,
What was that?
glisten.
Glisten.
People also writing in the chat, renew,
One more time.
renew,
Renew. Yes, renew.
fight. People were saying the melody you were singing was coming from the ocean.
Nice. The ocean. The ocean wailing. The ocean waves are wailing. Ah. Okay.
Veils,
What's that?
veils, force, magnetic pull.
Magnetic pull. Magnetic what?
Magnetic pull.
Pull. That's what I thought you said something else
Pull.
then. Magnetic pull. Magnetic pull. Yes. Okay. What are you eating over there? Can I have one? A lozenge. I know. Okay. No, it's fine. Right. Right, I'm going to meet you again. I'm going to attempt to do something, and it probably won't be very good. But we do have recording of those vocals and that piano, but I just deleted everything. Okay. Just mute. Okay. I know it's late. Sorry, everyone. Right. I tell you what. I should take that loop and make sure that that doesn't disappear. So I'm going to drag that one. Oh no! Look. It's already recorded it. Wait, undo. Yeah, you get it. Oh, right, there it is. Okay. Yeah, don't use that. life. Okay, Claire, let's start again. We have to wrap it up, don't we? Yes, you're right. We do. 5 minutes. Okay, we're going to do it. Okay, I've got to go in 5 minutes, I'm being told. Anyway, I'm going to just jam with that loop. 5 minutes. And next time we do... 3 minutes, oh my God. Apparently I've been told 3 minutes now. So, Patty, you're amazing. I love you. I love what you do. Thank you for inviting me in. Thank you to those joining in, sending in words. Please send in lyrics, and Patty and I will get together. Maybe we'll do something before the stream. We'll have some words. I will do a little bit more. Probably won't. Probably will. We'll see. I'm trying to get away from the looking at the computer thing, but maybe I'll do it tonight. And then basically they're the chords. I like it. It's very dramatic. The wailing of the ocean, the crying, the global cry from the ocean, and I will jam along with these words, and basically, I guess they'll just cut me out. So I'm going to say goodbye. I love you, thank you, and just everybody go make lyrics with us, and then we'll put it together and make a nice song. And I'm just going to jam along for a bit before I get kicked off. Okay, and go to Auracles tomorrow if you want to jam with the other thing. That I did earlier, I would love to. And then next month, whenever it is, the 14th of March, we're going to listen. I'll take down my voice. We're going to listen to the other things that people have sent in, and also there's a remix or two coming up as well. I've quite like to share with you. I can really hear myself quite a lot now, twice or thrice even. Right, here we go. Okay, where were we? I'm going to play that. That's because Endless is going through those. Oh, how does that work?
We can cut video downstairs and you keep rolling video.
What, just audio?
Just to sing out
Oh,
good night song.
maybe. Yeah, okay.
I think they've cut the video.
Ah, they've already cut the video. Oh, well. Oh, I see. Anyway, I'm still here, everyone. Hello. From the darkness. This is what it's going to look like if we don't look after our planet. Anyway, hi. Yeah, so I'm just going to jam out for a bit then, because we had to cut the video basically because there's like 10 people working here and they need to go home. But Patty, I love you. Thank you so much for joining us. And I'm just going to jam along here then, just keep the stream open while they pack down. And
That's great. That's
maybe
great.
I'll come up with something nice, and maybe we'll get.
I
my
can
phone
stay
up
on for
here
like
and
another
somehow
30
reconnect
minutes,
it.
so I'll just
Maybe
stay on
that
and-
can become part of the stream. Anyway, thank you, Patty. You can have one final word, if you like, to me. You want to say anything before we go?
Hello. Can't wait to meet up in person. You're amazing. That was so fun. Also, what a process. Also, we're creating a song halfway around the world right
Yeah.
now.
Mm-hmm.
Mind blowing.
We sure are.
Amazing. I can't wait to see you in person.
Oh.
Cheers.
The internet's so bad now I can't hear you. I can't hear you now. I think they might have. I don't know. Oh, I think the odds are against us. I have lost you.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, now I can hear you.
Okay, cool. They said they're gonna keep audio, but they just cut the
But
video.
it's
That's all.
very like you're disappearing into the
Goodbye.
fragmented universe. I don't know what's going on, but anyway, I love you. I'm going to carry on with
Love
the
you.
audio now.
Jam.
And
Yeah.
let's talk another time. Love it. We started something.
Bye. Yeah. See you later.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Okay. I'm still here. I'm going to try and make something out of that. And then I am not going to let that loop defeat me. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I've just literally slowed down the tempo. What was it, 120? Why is it 120? That's such a boring tempo. But, you know, maybe it needs to be boring and universal. 120 default tempo. 5, 6, boom. Okay, come on in. Oh, my God. I actually like that. I don't like the snare sound. Okay, what about the click? Let's see. Let's take that sound. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Where's the jellyfish gone? Jellyfish. Wait. What's going through it again? The air. What is going into the C? React to harmonies. No. I need to take off. Why is it going through? Where is it? Where is it? What I need to find is N. What is going? Why do I hear that? Okay. Look at that. Fizzing. What's that? Ha. 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 What's that fizzing? I don't like that. Is that coming out of the jellyfish? Oh, is that this thing? Oh, it's a bloody OP one. Again. That's so annoying. Oh well. I might be using that again. I mean, I like it. is that not recording it? No. Oh, is it recording from there? Why is that not as recording? It should go into red. Oh, it is now into red. Typical. Okay. We got that. We need to do that. We need to take it out of this, and now we've got that loop. Oh my god, I have to do this thing, which I love. I'm going to show you in a minute. Right. Let's turn the piano down. basically just want to do the boring thing. Lots of love and see you next week. Next month. Or sign up to TikTok, or sign up to my app. I endeavour to do this at home every week to work on new music for you and for me. Goodbye.